Hi friends, welcome to the channel Nurses Forum. Here we are discussing about important MCQ questions on community health nursing. Before going to the topic, those who are not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Let us see our questions. First question, temperature indicator of a vaccine is VVM, VAP, VMV, VTI. Right answer is VVM. A vaccine vial monitor VVM is a label containing a heat sensitive material which is placed on a vaccine vial. It is a heat sensitive material which is placed on a vaccine vial. You may have seen this in oral polio vaccine vial. When the continuous exposure of the vaccine vial to the high temperature will lead to darkening of the VVM color. You can see this image. By looking this image you can understand how the color is getting changed. We have to discard the vaccine when the color reaches up to black. This is the image shows vaccines which is most sensitive to heat, least sensitive to heat and most sensitive to light. Let us see first vaccines which are most sensitive to heat. Oral polio vaccines, BCG after reconstitution, influenza inactivated vaccine, measles, mumps, measles rubella vaccine, varicella, Japanese encephalitis. These all vaccines are most sensitive to heat. Let's see the least sensitive to heat: hepatitis B, Haemophilus influenza B, meningococcal, pneumococcal, rabies. These all vaccines are least sensitive to heat. Then we can see the most sensitive to light: MMR, BCG and measles. These vaccines are most sensitive to light. Next question. The method used to measure contraceptive efficiency is options: Pearl index, index of contraceptive, Sullivan index, couple pregnancy rate. We can see the right answer. Right answer is Pearl index. Pearl index is defined as the number of contraceptive failure per 100 women in a year of exposure. Pearl index is defined as the number of contraceptive failures per 100 women in a year of exposure. Next question. Submerged portion of iceberg represents undiagnosed cases, clinical cases, dead cases, treated cases. Right answer is undiagnosed cases. This is the iceberg phenomena of disease. The part which is above the water level that we can see represents diagnosed cases or clinical cases, treated cases and death cases. The tip of the iceberg represents death cases. The part which is under the water that we cannot see, it represents latent cases, all undiagnosed cases, subclinical cases, carrier cases. This is a phenomenon called iceberg of disease. Next question. Administration of ready-made antibody is an example of active immunity, passive artificial immunity, active natural immunity, passive natural immunity. And the correct answer is passive artificial immunity. We know acquired immunity is classified into two types: active immunity and passive immunity, and the active immunity is again classified into natural active immunity and artificial active immunity. In the natural active immunity, antibodies developed in response to an infection. Antibodies developed in the body in response to an infection. For example, an individual is getting infection with chickenpox. After getting the infection, the body itself make antibodies to that infection, so he will get a lifelong immunity. It is called as natural active immunity. Let us see the artificial active immunity. In the artificial active immunity, antibodies developed in response to a vaccination. For example, we are giving a oral polio vaccine or we are giving a measles vaccination and we are introducing an antigen to the body, so the body itself is making antibodies to a particular antigen. It is called as artificial active immunity. Now we can see the passive immunity. Passive immunity is again classified into natural and artificial. In the case of natural passive immunity, antibodies received from mother through breast milk or through placenta. In the case of artificial passive immunity, antibodies received from a medicine. For example, we are giving anti-sera or we are giving to the patient ready-made immunoglobulins. These are the examples of artificial passive immunity. Here the answer is artificial passive immunity because we are giving a ready-made antibodies to the person or we are giving immunoglobulin. Convalescence plasma therapy is another example of passive artificial immunity. Next question. ASHA worker performance is monitored through number of deliveries attended, number of visits, reduction in infant mortality rate, number of training hours attended. And the correct answer is reduction in infant mortality rate. Accredited social health activist ASHA is a community health worker institute as a part of the National Rural Health Mission at village level for every 1000 population. ASHA worker will work at the village level, one ASHA worker for every 1000 population. Next question. Which is the most appropriate time for IUD insertion? During or within 10 days of menstruation, during mid period of menstrual cycle, just before menstruation, 5 days after menstruation. The right answer is during or within 10 days of menstruation. The best time of IUD insertion is during or within 10 days of beginning of menstrual period. The exact time is within 3 or 7 days of menstrual cycle. Because during this period the insertion is easy because the diameter of cervical canal is greater than during the secretory phase. That is the reason we are inserting the IUD within 10 days of beginning of menstrual cycle, and that time the cervical dilatation will be enough good for inserting this copper T. Intrauterine device can also be inserted after immediate postpartum period. This is another time for insertion of IUD, that is postpartum period. Next question. Which of the following is a DNA virus? Right answer is hepatitis B. Hepatitis B. Next question. Which of the following disease is caused by sugar cane? Bisonosis, bagasosis, anthracosis, asbestos. And the right answer is bagasosis. We can see the details of this all disease. Silicosis. It occurs due to the inhalation of free silica or silicon dioxide. Anthracosis. It occurs due to the inhalation of coal dust. Bisonosis. Due to the inhalation of cotton fiber. Bagasosis. It occurs due to the inhalation of sugarcane dust. Asbestosis. It occurs due to the inhalation of asbestos. These all are occupational lung diseases. Next question. Iodized salts are added in food are the example of which level of prevention? Options: primary prevention, primordial prevention, secondary prevention, tertiary prevention. Right answer is primary prevention. Primary prevention is all actions taken prior to the onset of a disease which removes the possibility of occurrence of disease. That is called as primary prevention. Whatever the actions we are taking prior to the onset of disease, that will remove the possibilities of occurrence of disease. It includes two parts: specific protection and health promotion. Immunization, improvement of environmental sanitation, chemoprophylaxis, all nutritional programs, all national health programs. These all are the examples of primary prevention. This is the example of specific protection. That is, we are adding iodized salt into the food that will reduce the chance of development of goiter. That means we are specifically protecting the individual from development of goiter. Next question. The term first referral unit refers to options: subcenter, PHC, CHC, district hospital. The right answer is community health center or CHC. The first referral unit should have the facilities like obstetric surgery, blood transfusion, anesthesia, specialist pediatric care, operation theatre, and all required equipments in the first referral units. We can see the next question. Planning Commission was replaced by Community Development Program, Niti Aayog, National Advisory Committee, Steering Committee. Right answer is Niti Aayog. The National Institution for Transforming India, Niti Aayog, was formed via a resolution on January 1st, 2015 for designing strategic and long-term policies and programs for the Government of India. Before it was in the name of Planning Commission, that was constituted in 1950. On January 1st, 2015, it is replaced with Niti Aayog. You can see the next question. Relative bradycardia commonly seen in malaria, dengue fever, typhoid fever, poliomyelitis. The right answer is typhoid fever. This is the classical sign which we can see in typhoid fever. The agent, host, environmental model of health and illness is based on the concept of stage of illness, infectious disease, rate of exposure, prognosis. And the right answer is infectious disease. This is also called as epidemiological triad. Let us see how typhoid fever is explained in agent host environmental model. Here the agent is Salmonella typhi and the host factor is young age, low immunity power, lack of personal hygiene, and the environmental factor is polluted vector and open defecation. If these three conditions comes together, and it will leads to the development of typhoid fever. Next question. General fertility rate refers to number of live birth per 1000 female population, number of live birth per 1000 pregnancies, number of live birth per 1000 women in reproductive age group, number of live birth per 1000 population. The right answer is number of live birth per 1000 women in reproductive age group. Number of live birth per 1000 women in reproductive age group. That is called as general fertility rate. Next question. Infection that occurs as a result of therapeutic or diagnostic procedure. It is called as opportunistic infection, iatrogenic infection, cross infection, nosocomial infections. Right answer is iatrogenic infections. One patient is getting urinary tract infection after catheterization, or hepatitis B, HIV, HBsAg infection after blood transfusion. These all are the examples of iatrogenic infections. Next question. Polyvalent vaccine consists of more strains of same species, single organism, more strains of different species, a single species. Right answer is more strains of same species. Polyvalent vaccines which are prepared from two or more strains of same species. Example, polyvalent pneumococcal vaccine protect against several strains of pneumococcal bacteria. That is, vaccines which are prepared from two or more strains of same species. Next question. If a test is sensitive, it will be explained as the ability of a test to correctly identify those without disease, also called as true negative, true positive in long time, true positive in current time. The ability of a test to correctly identify those with disease, true positive. Right answer is the ability of a test to correctly identify those with disease or true positive. We can see what is sensitivity. Sensitivity is the ability of a test to identify correctly all those who have disease. It is also called as true positive. This is the statistical index of diagnostic accuracy. The another terminology in this question is specificity, ability of a test to identify correctly those who do not have disease. Next question, the vaccine which is kept in the bottom of ice-lined refrigerator. Oral polio vaccine, tetanus, Pendavac, Japanese encephalitis. Right answer is oral polio vaccine. Let's see how vaccines are keeping in the Iceland refrigerator with the help of this image. At the bottom, OPV, then measles, BCG, Japanese encephalitis, tetanus, DPT, IPV, pentavalent, hepatitis B, and the top level diluent. This is how we are keeping the vaccines in ice-lined refrigerator. This image shows how we have to keep vaccines in the normal refrigerator. At the lower layer, diluent. In the middle level, varicella, hepatitis B, hepatitis A, typhoid, DPT, DT, TT. And the top level, BCG, measles. And the freezing compartment, oral polio vaccines we have to keep at the freezer compartment. Next question. The population which comes under a CHC working in tribal and hill area is 3,000, 20,000, 80,000, 1 lakh, 20,000. Right answer is 80,000. A subcenter should cover 5,000 population in plain area and 3,000 population in hill area. A primary health center PHC should cover 30,000 population in plain area and 20,000 population in hill area. Here the community health center should cover 1,20,000 population in plain area and 80,000 population in hill area. The right answer is 80,000 population here. Next question. According to ICDS program, one Anganwadi worker should serve the population of 100 to 400, 200 to 600, 400 to 800, 500 to 1000. Right answer is 400 to 800. Integrated Child Development Service, ICDS, launched in 1975. The scheme is targeted to children up to 6 years, pregnant and lactating mother, and women in between 16 to 44 years. ICDS scheme ensures one Anganwadi worker in every 400 to 800 population. The service provided under ICDS schemes are immunization, supplementary nutrition, health checkup, referral services, preschool education, nutrition and health information. These are the services sponsored under ICDS scheme. We can move to the next question. The latest health policy was approved by Union Cabinet in which year? 1983, 2002, 2015, 2017. Right answer is 2017. We have three national health policies so far. The first national health policy was launched in 1983 and the second one launched in 2002, and the existing health policy which is launched in 2017, that is the third one. Next question. Mission Indradhanush is associated with which health program? Community Development Program, Universal Immunization Program, Minimum Need Program, 20-point program. And the right answer is Universal Immunization Program. This program is launched by the Government of India as a part of National Health Mission to ensure 90% of immunization among children. We can go to the next question. The vaccine contraindicated in pregnancy is OPV, influenza, rubella, tetanus. Right answer is rubella. We can see the contraindications of vaccines. MMR and varicella vaccines are contraindicated in anaphylaxis to gelatin or neomycin. All leaf vaccines, MMR, BCG, yellow fever, oral polio vaccine, varicella are contraindicated in pregnancy, radiation therapy, immunocompromised situations like HIV, corticosteroid therapy patients, HIV infections. In all these conditions, leaf vaccine should be avoided. IPV vaccine is contraindicated in a case of anaphylaxis to streptomycin or neomycin. Yellow fever is contraindicated in egg allergy, pregnancy, immunodeficiency. Pertussis vaccine is contraindicated in neurological diseases like epilepsy, encephalopathy. Next question. Case finding in RTCP is based on clinical assessment, sputum examination, X-ray test, Mandos test. Right answer is sputum examination. Next question. The Committee on Integration of Health Service is called Mudaliar Committee, Srivastava Committee, Katha Singh Committee, Jangawala Committee. Right answer is Jangawala Committee. This is the Committee on Integration of Health Service. Next question. Multi-drug resistance in TB is defined as resistance to streptomycin, rifampicin and isoniazid. Streptomycin and rifampicin. Rifampicin and isoniazid. Streptomycin and isoniazid. And the right answer is rifampicin and isoniazid. Patients who are resistant to rifampicin and isoniazid is considered as a multi-drug resistant TB. Next question. According to the National Program for Control of Blindness, NPCB, the definition of blindness is visual acuity less than 6/60 in the better eye with available correction, visual acuity less than 3/60 in the better eye with available correction, visual acuity 6/60 in the better eye with best correction, visual acuity less than 3/60 in the better eye with best correction. This question asks about the definition of blindness in India according to the National Program for Control of Blindness. The right answer is visual acuity 6/60 in the better eye with burst correction. If a person who is having the visual acuity of less than 6 by 60 or less than 20 feet in the better eye with burst correction is considered as a blind. Next question. Which among the following is not a principle of primary health care? Equitable distribution, community participation, multi-sectorial approach, focus on curative aspects. Right answer is focus on curative aspects. Equitable distribution, community participation, multi-sectorial approach, appropriate technology, these all are the principles of primary healthcare, excluding focus on curative aspects. Next question. The most important indicator of health status of the community is infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, per capita income, literacy. The right answer is infant mortality rate. Next question. Which of the following is not an ideal candidate for IUD insertion? Options. Who has born at least one child, has no history of pelvic inflammatory disease, has normal menstrual period, suspected pregnancy. This question asks about contraindications of IUD insertion. The right answer is suspected pregnancy. Suspected pregnancy is an absolute contraindication of IUD insertion. Let us see what are the contraindications of IUD insertion. Suspected pregnancy, pelvic inflammatory disease, vaginal bleeding, CA cervix, pelvic tumor, previous ectopic pregnancy, anemia and menorrhagia. These all are the contraindications of intrauterine device insertion. Next question. MTP can be done by a registered medical practitioner before 24 weeks, 20 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. The right answer is 20 weeks. Medical Termination of Pregnancy MTP Act was passed in 1971, which allows MTP up to 20 weeks of pregnancy by a registered medical practitioner. That's all for today, friends. Thank you for watching this video. We will upload the second part of this video very soon. Thank you.